Today we're making bacon chili crunch. Welcome back, I'm Mike C from HLM BBQ. If you've never tried Chili Crunch, do yourself a favor and make this. If it's too complicated, then go and buy it. It's like hot chili oil, except the flavors are jacked through the roof. The textures will rock your world. Just wait until we start frying everything. Start by finely slicing 2 medium shallots. I used the stupidest cutting board I have, so I had to swap it out to avoid removing any fingers. Cut the shallots in half and remove the outer 1 to 2 layers as they're too thin for us to use. They should peel off just like an onion. Then, cutting against the grain, make very thin slices. You want the slices to be, well, not the size of your finger, more like the thickness of your knife. This is all getting fried to a crispy, sweet, delicious crunch, so don't worry if you're not a fan of onions or shallots. You won't taste them. Next, break off 5 garlic cloves. You want to slice them as thin as the shallots so you can fry them at the same time. You need to peel the skin off the garlic. I got excited and smashed it, then I realized I actually need to slice the garlic and try to keep the cloves relatively whole. If you haven't, try this little trick. It's probably the best way I found to remove the skin from a lot of garlic without completely destroying them. Get a container with a lid, throw the garlic cloves in there, and shake it as hard as you possibly can. After about 5 seconds if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, or 30 seconds if you're normal human strength, the skins of the garlic should gently peel off the clove, and now slice them about as thin as you did the shallots. Add the garlic to the bowl and next grab a knob of ginger. If you have a large piece of ginger, just break off the knob and remove the outer skin. Do this by using the back of a spoon. The edge gently takes off the skin without bruising the ginger, and because ginger has a lot of weird divots in a non-uniform shape, this will help remove all the skin better than a potato peeler would. Discard the skin and begin slicing. You want the ginger to sit flat so it doesn't roll around when you cut it, so cut it in half and begin slicing the ginger lengthwise, about as thin as the shallots. Then rotate the slices and mince. These are all the ingredients that will be fried towards the end of this video. Now, bacon is not traditional to chili crunch, but we are using some traditional Asian flavors like the ginger. Next, grab 1 pound of bacon. This was $6.99 a pound, which isn't too bad for 2022. Match uniform slices of the bacon to make cutting even. I like to cut the bacon in half. Remove excess fat, as this has plenty of oil and fat at the end. Then slice it lengthwise. After you slice it, cut across the bacon, making uniform little pork bacon salty squares. Thank you for showing up today. If you like flavor exploding recipes and fun things you can cook at home, then please subscribe to our channel. We like making food to impress our friends and family that will make them look past our less favorable qualities and make it seem like we have our life under control. Next, heat up a pan over medium-high heat and add a 1/4 cup of sesame seeds. We're going to toast these alongside a 1/4 cup of red pepper flakes. It's important to toast the sesame seeds. It will pull out a nutty flavor and add the crunch that we're looking for in bacon chili crunch. Keep them moving in the pan and toast them for about 5 minutes. The sesame seeds will start to tan and the red pepper flakes will take on a scent similar to leather and tobacco. Pour these into a bowl and let them cool. We want everything to come to room temperature so that they don't absorb the moisture and soften up. Next, get a 2 or 3 quart pot and heat it over medium heat. Add the cubed bacon and begin to fry, scraping any bits at the bottom so that they don't burn. This should produce a significant amount of oil that we're going to keep so that we can fry our other ingredients in it. Once the bacon is looking crispy, grab a slotted spoon and gently scoop the bacon out and set it on paper towels that are stacked in a bowl. The paper towels are going to absorb the grease, and once you get the bacon on the towels, you can squeeze the paper so that it squeezes all the excess grease out of the bacon, making it extra crispy. So make sure you don't leave the bacon on the paper towel, otherwise it'll get moist. Just dump it out inside of the bowl. Now, we didn't have quite enough oil, so we added 1 cup of peanut oil and we heated it up to around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's at temperature, add the ginger, shallot, and garlic mixture. As soon as it hits the oil, the aroma is mind-blowing. The shallots are sweet, the garlic is garlicky, and the ginger adds an amazing spice. The most complicated part is getting the garlic, ginger, and shallot to be just crispy enough. It should look something like this. Using the same method as the bacon, grab a slotted spoon and add the shallot, ginger, garlic mixture to the paper towels. You're going to shake this instead of squeezing it, as we want to try to keep these pieces whole. And then once you get that excess grease out of it, add it to the same bowl that you had the bacon in. While we let that cool, we want to get fresh, clean peanut oil. Add about a cup of peanut oil to a pan and bring it up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Set it aside, and it's time to combine all the ingredients. The peanut oil will come down in temperature to around 275 degrees, which is going to be perfect for infusing that oil. Take your bacon and crunchy garlic mixture and add the now cooled toasty nutty sesame seeds and spicy fragrant red pepper flakes. Then add 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Szechuan pepper would probably work better, but this is what we had on hand. Add a 1/4 cup of sugar to bring a little sweet to the heat and mix up the dry ingredients. Once everything is nice and mixed, add 1/4 cup of soy sauce. You can make this gluten-free by using gluten-free soy sauce if need be. Then grab 2 tablespoons of pure sesame oil. This is going to add aroma and an additional layer of flavor. Then carefully pour over the hot peanut oil and gently mix together the ingredients. You should be getting really excited at this point. The bacon is crunchy and chewy at the same time. The smell is unreal. I can't really describe it. It's something you have to experience. But if I were to try to describe it, I think it's smoky, nutty, rich, spicy, sweet umami on the nose, but the flavor is what really counts. Add the mixture to mason jars and let cool. You're going to want to let these flavors get to know each other and take the relationship to the next level. This condiment is so versatile. You can put it on eggs, potatoes, sautéed mushrooms, sandwich topping, use it as steak sauce. We made teriyaki chicken rice bowls out of it. It is absolutely incredible. We also use it in our video next week. Now, be sure to use this as a condiment. Try not to cook with it. If you cook it any further, it may burn the garlic and shallots, and nobody wants that. Thank you for showing up today. We hope you try this recipe, and if you do, please share it with us on Instagram. If you got any comments or suggestions, drop them below. With that said, I'm gonna go eat this out of a mason jar with pretzels right now. Get out and cook. We'll see you next week.